Hi, I'm Nightshade, and that's my mom.
Hello, I'm Sophie, and that's my daughter.
This is going to be a Halloween read for Aquarius. We're going to use the Halloween Oracle, because that makes sense. I'm going to use the Halloween Tarot. Sophie's going to use the Smith White. We already invited Spirit. Sophie's going to pick the card.
All right, Vampire, Emotional Intelligence.
Good. Okay, that kind of goes with Aquarius, because Aquarius is like that socially minded, easily manipulated sometimes. Ooh, very good, because, yeah.
Emotional Intelligence.
So who's manipulating you, right, Aquarius?
All right, I have 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck.
I have 10 Wands, Imps, which is Wands.
All
Wow,
right.
let's see, because that just speaks volumes in and of itself. Because Aquarius is that really socially minded, likes everything to be equal, which is impossible. It's one of their lessons in life is to learn that there is no equality. We're all born, we all live, and we all die. All by ourselves. We're not going to do it as a group. Can't be done. It's impossible. Emotional intelligence. This tells me that you're being manipulated right off the bat.
All right.
Emotional intelligence would be the vampire, simply because it means you need to be emotionally intelligent in order to understand who, what, when, where, and why is manipulating you. So that would be the perfect symbol for that.
All right, let's see where this read is going to go, where Spirit is going to take the energies for Aquarius.
Yeah, that already says. All right, whoops. Let me move this over here, y'all. All right, Magician first off. Look at that. Interesting. A lot of people take that as the Aries card, but really, I don't know. To me, it's like, it can be anything simply because he, has all of the 4
Elements.
suits here, so he could be anybody. Then you got the Queen of Ghosts, which is like cups. Ghost is like cups, so you've got Queen of Cups here. So you've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Which, it'd be really interesting to see one of our water signs turn
Someone
into
weave a spell on you,
yeah.
around you.
And now you've got Knight of Imps. So you can see that's Knight of Wands, right? With all the red and everything. So, yeah, I mean, this just speaks of being manipulated.
Well, it looks like someone definitely has Aquarius in their sights, and they're weaving a spell around you.
There's 6 of Imps, which is 6 of Wands. Oops.
So
they're just
waiting.
using your emotions, yeah. Yeah. They're
You're just
using your
waiting.
emotions. They've got you all in an uproar.
Yeah.
With that night coming and going, quickly in and out. I mean, they're pulling a rabbit out of the hat. You're coming a running. They're calling you at 2 in the morning. You're coming a running. But Aquarius can do that. They are, they're that air sign, they can get whipped up real easy. Like Libras are like, it goes cardinal, fixed, mutable, all those different signs, and if you want to learn more about that, just go look at it, a video that explains all that kind of stuff. There we go. There we've got some, at least we've got some truth coming in, or some kind of
Ace of Swords.
some kind of like a high-minded something or other coming in. Now we've got seven Imps, which is Wands. So, but, like Aquarius, they can be the, Libra's going to be the stable one. Gemini's going to be the creepy one, or, I say creepy, you know what I mean, in a good way, too.
Aquarius
And
is
Aquarius
the fix.
is the, yeah, and they like, that's their thing. They want everything to be like, they think everything is super equal all the way across the board. they don't realize that there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, why don't you just come on over here to my cause? They get you all whipped up because you're that air sign. You like things, you know, woo. And ta-da, there they are draining all of your emotions and taking all of your emotions and using them for their cause, which really has nothing to do with you in the first place. You don't, and if you're really honest with yourself, 9 times out of 10, an Aquarius don't give 2 shits about any of that. For real. But you have to put those emotions somewhere, right? They're just taking your emotions and they're using them for their own nefarious purposes. Now, this might work out in your favor. I don't know. Let's see. It doesn't look like it simply because we got the vampire there. So that tells us that you're being manipulated. Tells us that somebody has nefarious plans. That
Are they going to use your energy?
Yeah, of course.
For their cause.
You need to get yourself under control. At this point, that's the only thing that's one major thing that can help you right now is strength. That means to get yourself, the lion tamer has to be stronger than the lion. That's exactly what we're talking about when we're talking about the strength card in and of itself. You yourself have to shut the lion's mouth in order to, and plus if you don't do that, you can't hear. You know, you can't hear anything over the roar of the lion. You've got to shut up. You've got to calm down with that night in and out. Now you've got that sword of truth, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do. So somebody's got your emotions. And the only the advice coming in right now is like, whoosh, get that under control. Get that part under control. What are you seeing over there?
The same thing.
Being real quiet.
I'm just trying to read into it. Give us some more cards to further this along, Spirit.
I think you're kind of standing out in your own group too. I think this has a lot to do with a group of people that you befriended. Yep, and this one. And they're thinking that you are a certain way because that's what you presented. I think you're changing your mind with that Ace of Swords. I think something about you is like, see how he's standing out there in that crowd and they're all going up to the house and they're about to wreak havoc and all this. And you're like, I'm just not sure I want to do this. Everybody seems in agreement and you're going along, but it seems like the more you get your emotions under control, and this could just be like a emotional intelligence. This could just be like a natural progression in your life where you're getting a little bit older. You're not as flighty with that Knight of Wands as you used to be. You've got more emotional intelligence than the people around you. You're starting to see how things really work. You're getting those messages like the world is a certain way. We can only do so much, and
you're getting your balance is coming back to you because you lost your balance for a while. All caught up in the excitement, the magician.
I think you're
gonna talk.
Yeah, I think you're going to leave this group behind. 7 of Pumpkins, which is like 7 of Pentacles.
Yeah.
I think you're really looking at everything that's been created by this group and you're going, it's not, yeah. Now you've got 9 of Bats, which you can see is like 9 of Swords. Oh, I think you're a little bit wary. Let's see why you got that 9 of Swords. Are you, 2 of Ghosts. Which is like 2 of Cups. You can see that. Is it because the love of your life is still very much like a part of that group? Or somebody you think you love? You know, calling into question. It looks like you're really separating yourself from the group. But not only that, the group knows that you are separating yourself.
The King of Wands.
And you know, microcosm, microcosm. So you've got You know what tends to happen on a larger scale, meaning macrocosm, big world, galaxy, universe, shit like that. It comes down, you know, into your little relationships and stuff. Aquarius can do that real well. Aquarius can take things on a huge, huge scale and bring them right down to the dinner table. And it's like, oh no. Which makes for some fun, interesting conversations and, you know, and sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, can you please back off me? Because you're killing me with your... There's John Wayne Gacy. I better quit saying that out loud. He's dead, right? They killed him a long time ago, right? Oh, yeah. But you never know. People, you know, you never know what people are thinking. Fool. Oh, yeah, don't be
Seven
foolish.
of Wands.
I think you're seeing how... See, okay, so now we have double sevens. I think you're kind of riding above that.
There's still some bickering going on. Not everyone wants you to leave, but you're going to leave. But I don't think this is so much a love interest as this is probably somebody that they respect in that group, and they're hoping that they'll come leave the group along with them, simply because they don't want them to get caught up in whatever.
Would that be your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person that you want to take with you?
Could be.
Because y'all are presenting, then, you know, that would make sense, because these wands are, you know, fire.
Somebody who has the same outlook as you, but you're hoping that they realize that it's not right the same as you did.
So this is just looks like a nice, normal maturation process that you guys are going through. You're just becoming smarter. You realize that you're being used. There is...
and this could pertain to anything.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're being used, it could just be a group of people. It could be a group of your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be an organization.
No, it's just saying that you are feeling like you're being used. So now underneath 9 swords, we have 9 pentacles. Which means, you know, that 7 coming at you, that 7 of Wands over there is people coming at you, but you're on the higher ground. You can defend yourself from a better position. But then when you get 9 underneath it,
you're going to leave.
Good. Yeah, because we have 6 up here too.
You're going to leave.
But that's them coming at you. This is you leaving.
Yes. And you're going to be the happier for it. So, Aquarius... got yourself, whether it's an organization or just a group of people, a group of friends, a new group of friends.
Somewhere where you used to be like-minded and emotionally attached to these people, now you're becoming emotionally, look, she says emotional intelligence. She's telling you, if you're not careful, this is what happens. Somebody just comes along and drains you of all of your energy, and then you wonder why you have nothing but the group, your friends, your whatever this thing is.
And you're meant for bigger things than
everyone is. It looks like you're wanting to do something more closely with somebody that probably resembles like having your own life. Call it. Like having your own life, like having your own family and having your own problems and having, you know, your little piece of the world where it's like, I don't really care about all of that. I want my home, my wife, husband, whatever, and my family, kids, whatever.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're getting...
You don't want to be restricted by what other people are wanting.
Yeah. So whatever kind of commune thing is going on here, then, you know, it looks like you've just outgrown it. You've outgrown it.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Exactly.
You know, move on. Move on and go find out what it is you actually want for yourself.
Yeah, and you can.
That's a good, it's simple, but it's really actually an simple in-depth reading for somebody. Because, you know, we're very socially minded creatures, just being humans on a planet. I get it. But there has to be a point where you go, all right, that's out there. This is in here. And that can be hard for an Aquarius to learn that kind of thing. We're not all connected. We're not all equal. I mean, I get it in a spiritual sense, but in a regular day-to-day sense, you cannot be your neighbor's keeper. You can't. You have to make your own house your place.
Yeah, you can't force your beliefs on someone else, and they can't force theirs on you.
So I think you're just getting to that point where you're just more mature and you're ready to go, hey, you know, I'm toasting myself like she's got that cup. I'm going to toast my own self for a while and see how that feels.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
you're just being drained and, you know, it's not fair to you. It's not fair. So you have the right to go out and seek love and happiness on your own terms.
All right.
No matter what anyone thinks.
All right. Well, we hope this helps an Aquarius.
Yeah.
That you see it and you understand that it's all right.
Mm-hmm. It's all right for you
It's
to
all right.
be
It's perfectly
yourself
all right.
and
Be
split
yourself.
from whatever group. Screw
Yeah.
'em.
Do your own thing.
Yeah, do your own
Do
thing.
your own thing. So until our next read, may your moons always be full. Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Bye-bye.
Bye.